Hello and welcome to ExQueerience Points. I am your GM, Kenny. My pronouns are he, they, and with me today is this fabulous, amazing cast. Hello, Kelric.
Hello, I am Kelric. I am Scruffy today. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Thrani Ecos, our Witchwarper Patra ace pilot. I think I got everything in there.
I think you did. Thanks, Kel.
I always miss one thing, so...
Hi, Steph.
Hi. Excuse me. I'm Steph. I will be playing Navu Paleblade, our Goran Solarian scholar. My pronouns are she, her, and Navu's are she, they.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph. Hi, Mackenzie.
Hi. I'm Mackenzie. I play Dr. Joe, or Josephine. She goes by Joe Pepper. And she is a... well, now I'm going to forget. I'm an envoy icon. And her pronouns are she, her, and so are mine.
Fantastic. So yeah, we've been kind of on the afterglow of our first AP for some technical difficulties. We had some more chat shows, and a side quest here and there. And this episode is going to be another side quest because we do not have a full crew complement. All right. We left our partial crew in the escape pod area that is no longer escape pods. A.H.O.L.E has hoodwinked them into some shenanigans that they are just now figuring out. So, here you are staring at a large TV monitor with Dr. Joe Pepper staring back at you with a satisfied grin on her face.
What happens when the real Dr. JP and Franny give up their will saves?
You feel free, and you feel the earnest need to just tell it like it is, to tell the truth.
Is this one of those things where you're like, the best way to talk freely is to be in the buff? Just start taking off your suits. You're like, oh, goodness.
Free your mind and the rest will follow,
So the spell doesn't... the spell is not Zone of Nudity. The spell is Zone of Truth.
Like, wait a minute. I know this spell.
Tell us more.
My homebrew spell.
I was talking about Zone of Truth.
Oh.
The Zone of Liberation. No, so
could have used that in the first AP.
Dr. JP on the screen looks back and says, I feel we are all heavily burdened in our day-to-day lives, and sometimes we just need to free ourselves.
She is so right.
So, Joe, and she winks at you, Joe.
Oh, now I see the appeal. I do.
Joe would so have a mirror relationship if she could.
Oh, yeah. Joe would totally bang herself.
How do you feel about your fellow crewmates?
Oh, shit.
The thing is, I don't even know if Mackenzie's thought about this. I'm just like,
welcome to character development.
I'm just floating around. That's just like barely knowing how to play Starfinder. I'm not. I haven't thought about this. Joe says, well, me and Thrani vibe. We absolutely vibe. We definitely have very similar kind of patterns and energies, and I just feel like we mesh very good. And I think Navu is really cool, really tall, and way too smart for me.
Well, that's not the whole crew compliment, is it?
No, oh my gosh, I can't think. Why can't I think of
Yee.
Yee? I was like, that's Yee. I was thinking Yeet. It's the same. I say, well, I really like Yeet mostly because Yeet Yee reminds me of my ex a little bit, which is nice. And also I love anyone with that many guns. A little aggressive for my taste. I like more of a chill vibe, but still the coolest person probably, other than me, obviously. And Joe genuinely, I think I know what you're getting at. And Joe's like, and that's the whole crew.
Oh, we're in trouble. Molly, we in danger, girl.
Joe on the monitor tips down her glasses and says, "That's the whole crew?"
Oh, well, and then me. Well, I love myself. I think I'm gorgeous. I think I'm smart. I think I've got charm that could, charm the pants off an entire planet, and it has. And, I mean, I'm incredible. I could compliment myself all day. You know that. Am I right?
I do.
I love this. I love talking to myself. Usually when I talk to myself in the mirror, I don't talk back. This is amazing.
But seriously, let's focus. The whole crew?
Yeah.
Interesting. And Joe looks down at a non-existent piece of paper and starts taking notes.
I put my hand on
I lean to Thrani and go,
shoulder.
I go, when I do that, I'm just drawing pictures of stuff. It's okay.
You forgot Shimsy.
Joe goes, oh my god, we haven't had a chance to bond, and I just slipped my mind. I'm so sorry, Shimsy. And I look at little Shimsy, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Other Joe, forgot about Shimsy. We haven't really bonded, but they're very cute and little. I don't keep pets. They're a little messy for me. But cute, kinda, yeah. And then now that's the whole crew.
Fascinating. Really fascinating. Thrani. Same question to you.
That's great.
Well, I totally think that Dr. JP here encapsulated our relationship. I that vibe is super strong, and it's a good working thing. And when Yee is, they just make my heart sing. I love Yee so much. And their ideas on shooting and listening to them, and they just surprise me all the time, which is so cool. And we actually like the same, party spaces, so that's really awesome. And then Navu is the most smartest and wonderful person. I adore all of them, and you know that Shimsy and I are super, super close. And I give Shimsy a treat that I have just on my person at all times. It's it's a meat protein bar that she loves. And we failed our will save, so we actually feel like being honest here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to separate myself from the ship as a crew member, because the ship means so much to me. And so A.H.O.L.E's very cool.
And in the monitor, Dr. Joe Pepper looks up from her notepad and is a little startled, and it's like, really?
But Shimsy's loving this protein bar. It's the best.
No, the other part.
Oh, Navu is so
No.
They solved that
After that,
so easily. It was. I'm not really great with puzzles, so it's real.
Yeah, we all know that. After that.
Thrani,
Yeah.
A.H.O.L.E wants you to compliment them. Repeat your compliment.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
And
Oh, I forgot.
Dr. Joe Pepper
That's
removes
on
her
me.
glasses, looks at the camera, and you can see just a twinkle of a tear in her eye. All right, this has been very instructive.
No.
We can. I lean to Navu and I go, I know this is fake. I'm never this vulnerable on TV.
Navu,
You also don't know what lenses are.
What?
Yeah, the Foley work is amazing. If only people could hear it. You stick your finger
Hello,
through
everyone.
the-
I'm wearing real glasses with no lenses. I'm sticking my finger through.
Check us out on our
Amazing.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'll make
Yes.
a guess.
And then
Yes, Abe. I
the TV Dr. Joe puts back on her glasses and then kind of turns to regard Navu. Navu, I sense that you have put up some barriers and some walls.
I prefer not to be tricked.
Oh, this isn't a trick.
Then why use a spell to compel the truth?
For dramatic effect.
And
It's
I am
good.
dramatically saying no.
I have to admit.
It is my right.
Oh.
If you want to know my opinion, simply ask. I do not trade in lies.
Well, I
That is
respect
Dr.
your...
Joe's job.
I'm a doctor.
Burn!
I don't need
Where's
this.
some cream for that?
I take back what I said about Navu, okay?
You have a fake doctorate degree, but I respect
haven't
that you are
seen-
trying to help people.
There we go.
Dr. Joe and the monitor adjusts her glasses.
Is she also offended?
She does appear a little offended. Stream cat.
Yes.
And
Oh,
she kind of, puts her hand on her chest a little bit, swallows. All right, it is your choice, and I respect your choice, Navu. But I will ask you regardless. What is your opinion of your crew?
I love every member of my crew, even when they try my patience. I just wish that A.H.O.L.E would stop playing games and speak clearly when they have a need.
As you start saying that, the closing sort of music on a talk show starts playing. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. You all have been great. And as the Dr. Joe fades away on the monitor, a picture of a clear key appears.
Psychokinetic hand.
Hell yeah.
Can I pick it up?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Wonka Vision.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Pick that up and slam it into that lock and turn the key.
Yep.
3 to go.
You turn the key, the lock pops off, and you hear kind of this congratulatory music start playing. And
Level up.
I'm trying not to do the Final Fantasy VII combat end.
Yep, and the room kind of grows a little brighter, and there's some, hopeful music playing. Yep, you're in this room still.
All right, so we still have the bric-a-brac.
That's where I found the remote that turned this thing on. So maybe.
All right.
Do you think if we just tell A.H.O.L.E we like them, they'll let us out?
Oh, it might give us the pink key because, it's like the love key.
I feel like a single mother having to balance my baby.
Your kitty is very cute.
I can have it all. Motherhood and a stream.
All right. Is there anything I can do to... yeah, I guess I'd do another perception check to see if I can... I start looking around, and I'm looking for anything pink. Kind of like when you're in, with the second Wizard of Oz, where they're looking for all the green things to save the Oz people, and I'm just looking for pink instead to find the pink key.
Yeah, so you start looking around again, and the room isn't that big, but every time you kind of walk around it, it seems to kind of change shape a bit, and the dimensions of the room are kind of not tangible. Your whiskers don't pick up any walls as you're walking around, and your tail doesn't really brush up against any real barriers that you can feel. However, if you ever reach out to touch a wall, it's very much there, very much firm. You look around and you do notice a hue of some neon sign and some lights. And you hear some jaunty music and what sounds like...
I run towards it. Don't even care. I run towards it, whatever it is. And
Okay.
over my shoulder, I'm like, I hear music and I see neon. Let's go.
Yep. You start hearing some crowds of some laughter, and you don't see anyone, but you do see what looks like a carnival stall.
Sure, I'll go up closer and look into the stall.
Okay, you go up to the stall, and you see several weapons on the shelf that's in front of you, the counter, I guess. And behind you, it looks like it's a shooting gallery.
Oh, where is Yi? I go on comms looking for Yi. Yi, we have a puzzle for you. It's shooting guns. Hello? Yi? Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of shoot a gun.
Yeah, I mean... What are the targets?
You don't see them yet.
I mean, I suppose technically I can fire a gun.
Yes.
So-
we all can fire one. Can
Yeah.
we hit with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pick up some small arm, whatever is there.
Oh god.
Right. You pick up a one of the weapons, and the stall comes to life. Why don't you three roll initiative?
Ooh,
Oh.
that was unexpected.
Yeah. Well. Da-da-da.
Goodness.
Okay.
Well, I have a 16, so that's good.
Nabu is not here for it.
Yeah, same.
Thorani is all in.
Alright.
Had to remove Yi from the combat tracker.
It's okay. I'm doing this merely just to keep track of who's who.
Of course.
Okay, so each of you picks up a weapon, and you notice that they are all older style projectile weapons. You can go ahead and roll ranged for this.
I want to pick it up. And what are the targets now?
So you see different cutouts of various creatures. Some of them are flying anacites from Abalon. You notice different styles of monsters and forest creatures from Castrovel going along the ground. And then every once in a while you'll see standees pop up here and there that look like they're peaceful.
Cool. I'm going to pick up the gun in my offhand, so I'll hold it in my left, and I'll aim, and then I'm going to energy ray, whatever it is, because that's what I'm confident with.
Okay. So go ahead and choose a target and roll to attack.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so I'm just gonna whatever. What do you call it? Forest animal there is. I'm going to roll, and a 22 against EAC is
Yep.
what.
It hits, and the forest animal you choose knocks back with a satisfying ding, and you see floating above in holographic numbers a 100 float up. And above, on the header, above where the shooting gallery is, you see each of your names, and a slightly progress bar where the scores are kind of displayed in a bar.
Oh, this really brings out Throny's competitive side. This is a thing that's gonna... Yeah, Throny is going to be playing this game.
Right, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, so the targets are just like there, and
Yeah, they're scrolling by, and your goal is to hit one, I guess.
yeah, sure, why not? I'm playing the game.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice, 19. Which one did you choose?
what are the options again?
One of the flying ones, one of the ground ones, or one of the standy ones?
I'll go flying. Why not?
Yeah, you definitely plink on one of the flying ones. It does sort of this duck hunt dive into the ground, and a little dog pops up holding it by the neck, and you get a flying floating score. And
Hell
it
yeah.
goes to your score bar. And now it is Nabu's turn.
All right. Do any of the ones on the ground look like a Vesk by chance?
A Vesk does pop up.
Yeah, that's where Navu's aiming.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that if it will pop up.
Oh, that's Nabu old. Hold on. All of your old characters are in there. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Okay, I don't know why it didn't show up. I'm gonna have to roll that again. I got a 16. This is not gonna be nearly as good this time. Oh, hey!
With the 22?
Yay!
Yeah, you are able to definitely hit one of the Vesk, and it pops back, grabs its heart, staggers, and then falls to the ground, and a number floats up to your progress bar. Ronnie, is your turn again.
So, what are the numbers that I've seen from the flying, the Vesk, and how many points were those?
Each of them were 100.
Okay, so none of them were more points than any other?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to do a full round attack and try and hit 2 targets with my semi-auto.
Okay.
So that's a 7 and a 19.
So the first shot kind of shoots wide and hits the background. The second shot hits one of the other targets, and it plinks back, and you get another 100 points.
Okay. Can I see so based on how quickly it's filling, how many more shots do I think it's going to take to fill up my progress bar?
You're at about 20%.
Okay.
It is now Dr. Joe Pepper's turn.
Dr. Joe sees like that, how you're like 20%, you've done 3, and she goes, I'm gonna, and so then she goes, I know an idea. she pulls out a grenade and she throws a grenade.
Frag grenade.
And just sort of like in an area where there's maybe a lot like all the ground ones, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you chuck the grenade, and it explodes, and it hits about 4 of them, and you are at now 50%.
Nice.
Hey, everyone throw grenades.
It's very expensive to win, but I'm down.
Now whose turn?
I'm gonna take a piece of advice from Throny and full round range.
Are you
this.
attuning?
You know, why not? Yes. photon level 1. And then one shot, a 14. And the other is a 19.
All right. Yep. Two things plink down, and you're at 30%.
Woo!
All right, Thrani.
All right, Thrani starts to cast a spell, and as they're about to start, they tell Shimsy to go and knock over one of the targets. Didn't matter which one.
All right.
So
Ooh.
Shimsy runs out and just punches one for me. So, but
Okay.
they're off to the side.
Yeah. Roll a roll something for Shimsy.
That show up? Nope. How do I get this to show up?
Roll for your fox.
Yeah, I don't have a thing, so I'm just going to... I'll just do a melee attack from mine.
Yeah.
A 16.
Yep. I imagine Shimsy runs out, tackles it, and it knocks down. And you get
Nothing about the rules, so...
Yep. That 100 points kind of flows up into the air, and your bar increases by another 10%.
Cool.
And then it is still your turn.
Oh, no, I'm casting a spell, and it takes a round for it to come into effect.
Okay.
Oh.
Dr. Joe.
I mean, honestly, I think I might just do another grenade.
Avoid Shimsy.
All right. So chuck your grenade.
Yep, avoiding Shimsy.
Oh, out of ammo.
Hold on.
That's funny.
I'm in hell. I thought I had like 7.
You do. Let me do there.
Homophobia. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, crap.
Okay, all 3 of you roll reflex saves.
Oh no. For the audience at home, I rolled a 2. So did I.
I have a 14 on my reflex save.
Okay.
My reflex save.
Oh, how close is Shimsy?
Shimsy is safe.
Oh, good.
Good. Thank God.
Yeah, the grenade. I think Joe gets distracted and it plinks out and kind of falls right on top of the counter. And Navu didn't notice it. Ronnie did, and Joe just dove away without saying anything. And so the grenade kind of explodes, but none of you are hurt. However, Navu, your score goes down by 20%.
Ooh.
What? I'm so sorry, Navu.
So Thrani sees this, and Thrani's like, wait, we can win this way too?
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't realize we were competing against each other. I was just doing it.
It is now Navu's turn.
Yeah, it is. Photon level 2. Scooching away from Thrani. You know what? Just to be spiteful. When you use a grenade, you want to make sure you land.
All right.
I did the first time, okay?
That,
Should be
An
proficient.
18? Nice.
yeah.
Either way, an 18 is still a hit.
Yes.
So it
Yeah, I've
doesn't
got
really
my
matter.
grenade
Well,
proficiency.
you're using old, Navu old.
No, I'm not.
No, the Navu old is in the tracker.
Oh.
It's not there. I see the feet grenade proficiency. Let me see if it there. That
Well-
should work now. But
Watch,
we'll keep the 18. It's fine because it definitely works. You chuck
Yes.
it, and it takes out 4.
So you went down
Yay.
10%, you were at 30, so now you're at 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome.
It is now Thrani's turn.
So on this round, a little angel appears that's maybe 2 feet high, right next to one of the and Shimsy is going to punch one down. This thing's going to punch one down, and I am going to do a full round attack.
Okay.
Nope, that's not how it works. Or is it? Did it do it?
Yeah, you did a full attack.
Yeah.
Okay. A 15 and an 8.
The 15 hits one, the 8 does not. And then roll attacks for Shimsy and the Angel.
Ooh, yikes. So one of them got a 2 and the other got a natural 20.
All right. So the Angel definitely is the one who got the natural 20. And its fist is so light and ethereal that it manages to punch through 2 of the standy ground animals. So 2 of them fall backwards, and so you were able to get 30% on that one.
Nice.
So you're at 80?
I think I'm only at 60.
60, okay. Perfect. It is now Joe's turn.
Okay, so I don't want to blow anybody up anymore. So I will, yeah, I mean, I'll try to do a full attack, but it's like worse for me, so I feel like I shouldn't.
You're fishing for 20s. It's like,
I know, but I have like a -1 to the attack. Is that how that's supposed to be?
you should have a 4, so having a -1 is really good.
Well, let's go for it.
Ooh,
Okay.
not bad. A 17 and a 10.
Excuse me, I needed to take a bite of something. Yes, the 17 and the 10 both connect, and 2 of them go down.
Hey.
So you're at 70% now? Or 60?
I was at
70.
I was at 50.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep,
so
so you're at
70.
70. Perfect. Navu.
Am I able to like hop over the counter so I can get closer to said things, or are they already within my radius?
I believe that they're already within your radius.
Okay. You two may want to back up because it's photon level 3 time.
Mm-hmm.
A
And
little late for us to do that now.
well,
Move in. Shimsy did it.
I'm quite a bit larger than Shimsy.
Okay.
And so, what is Navu doing?
That would, I don't know if these things can roll a reflex save.
Let me do this.
Or not a reflex. I know what I'm talking about. For
Yep.
Supernova? No, yeah, it's reflex. Sorry.
Okay. Roll for me a d8.
Just one?
Just one. Okay.
2.
So, your supernova goes off, and 2 of the things plink down. And so you got 20%. Both Thrani and Dr. Joe Pepper lose 10 points each. Or 10% each.
That is why I told you to move.
Well, it was a little late.
Right? It is Thrani's turn.
Super cranky, Thrani. Super cranky.
Joe
Oh.
doesn't care.
That's payback for Thrani thinking about cheating.
I haven't
Joe's
thought
like,
of what's cheating. Where are the rules?
You considered for a hot minute when you found out that grenade took away from our points.
Metagaming, whatever.
I know Thrani.
Joe doesn't care. She's like, cool, yeah. I don't think Joe
Hey,
thinks
Black,
we're competing against each other. I think Joe's just like,
Navu wasn't, but
All right. So
I'm salty.
we're gonna do a Shimsy attack, a full round angel attack, and a full round auto pistol attack.
Okay.
That's what's happening now. So the pistol is a nat 1, which no, it's a 7.
7.
Oh, phew. So an 8 and a 19.
The 19 hits and 1 goes down. So that's 10%.
And for the others, we have a 6, a 10, and a 19. I don't know what the bonuses are, so I don't know if the 6 would come up to a 10.
The 6 would not. And the 10, also, because it's a multi-attack, does not. The 19 does.
Okay. So that's
20%.
yeah, 2 hit. So that puts me at 90%.
Mm,
Because
You-
I was 70, I went down to
60.
80%.
80%. Perfect. Okay. That's why I have you. All right. It is now Dr. Joe Pepper's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do another full round, I guess.
Like you're not gonna throw another grenade, are you?
No. As I
good.
pop 2 more shots.
Yep. You plink 2 more down and you get 20%.
I'm doing so great at this. I like this game. Joe's like not good at shooting, I feel like. So I feel like
Yeah.
this is like boosting her ego in a way that will hurt her in the next battle when she's like, "Yee, I've got this." And it's like absolutely terrible.
Awesome. Navu.
Just gonna do full round shooting. Not gonna bother with a tuning since Throny's going to win next round.
You got 1. That's 10%.
Excuse me. You said Joe got 2, and I also rolled an 11.
You didn't get the penalties for the full round. You just attacked twice.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm saying we both rolled with.
So Joe's mechanically was a full round, so it subtracted from her rolls, where yours were just 2 single attacks, not full round.
Right, because I don't have a gun, so I can't roll it as a full round attack.
Right, so I was manually doing the subtraction.
So the 11 drops by 4 because full round is a -4 to each shot, and that's not calculated in the ranged attacks, is what he's saying. So he's doing the calculation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, and so that's 10% for you. And then Thrani.
We're going to do the exact same thing. Here is the 3 rolls. Ooh, and that 1 in there. Oof. A 4 and a 10. Yikes.
None of those hit.
And
Major yikes.
goodness.
None of those hit. All
I rolled a
wins.
1,
God.
a 4, a 10, a 7, and a 5.
5 times.
Ronnie is pissed.
Joe is laughing her ass off.
Yeah. I was just kind of arcing a brow, like,
And,
okay.
you know, for all the talk in chat of Thrani cheating, I do want to say he is the only one who has not damaged other players to improve their score.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Deliberate or
just
not.
Idiot.
I imagine that with all the shooting and like bullets going everywhere, as this is like fast-paced combat, like Shemsi has had to dodge and your angel is kind of weaving in and out trying to hit things. It's kind of chaos in that shooting gallery.
And we just had the explosion, which I really think threw me off a little.
Probably. All right, Navu. Oh, no, sorry, Joe.
Yeah. I'm
Joe
like,
did not
wait.
go.
Yeah, I'll just do the same. I'm just like,
Ooh.
this time I go, okay, watch this. And I try to do it with my eyes closed. And I very much miss.
You're like under the armpit.
Yeah, under the armpit, eyes closed, and then it just absolutely misses.
A 4 and a 2. What happened to these rolls?
All right, now it's Navu.
All right, let's see how badly I do.
Ooh,
That's not bad.
2
Oh.
hits.
nice. A 19 and a 21. Okay, Navu's got all the juice.
And where's
Eh.
Navu at?
I was at 80%. I believe that would take me to
The 100%.
100.
Yeah.
Andy.
So as you fire off those 2 shots, an alarm kind of sounds. That sounds like the school bell ringing, and everyone, like, you hear this clapping sound, but there's no one around you other than Thrani and Joe. On the counter appears a plushie, and the plushie is of what you have seen A.H.O.L.E to look like. And
Oh.
they are holding a blue key.
How many more keys do we have? 3 or 2? Okay.
2 more.
2. Ronnie, do you want to do the honors and insert the key?
Mage hand. Oh, I'm sorry. Psychokinetic. It just doesn't roll off the tongue the same way.
Wrong game. Wrong game.
Wrong system.
Awesome. Yep. So you psychokinetic hand the key into the lock.
Yeah. Not
And-
touch any of these keys. I don't know what'll happen.
Yep, and kind of the ambiance of the carnival atmosphere changes back to this small room that you were in before, with the bric-a-brac everywhere, the shelves, kind of the detritus here and there. There's nothing on the walls anymore. There are some knickknacks and things around the room on tables, and there's like a chair here and there. But as you're in the room, you do hear the sound of a faint explosion. And the room that you're in kind of rocks a little bit. You hear the same alarms that you heard earlier. And A.H.O.L.E comes over the loudspeaker. Unintended consequences of our time together. You all really should try to find those 2 keys much more quickly.
Can you just give them to us?
I wish I could. It seems I'm a little bit too smart.
You don't remember the answers to your own puzzles.
Not quite that. I've written myself out of these subroutines.
Ah.
So we're having to solve these, but for you to feel connected, but you have written yourself out of it, so you're an observer. Dr. JP, does that sound healthy?
I don't think so.
As you ask these questions, another explosion hits and the ship rocks some more. And there's some dust that actually comes from the ceiling of the room that you're in, and it's physical this time. Like, it actually starts filling the room a bit.
Well, and the Hoopty is not the most secure ship on the inside anyway, so I picture this could be pretty bad for us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Navu's heading over to that desk that we never investigated before.
Yep. So you go over to the desk, and there's like a deck of cards sitting on the desk. And A.H.O.L.E's like, all right, so yeah, this one, I don't fully recall the whole puzzle on this one. It's something about putting together a hand and playing together. I'm sure that there's something about this old Galerion poker.
All right. Thrani, do you want to deal?
I cast Charming Veneer on myself again, and I start to deal.
I wish I had an actual deck of cards next to me right now.
Hold on. If we want some Foley work, I got some cards right here.
I do as well. I'm like, oh yeah, we're in this.
Cards.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Woo!
This is our ASMR stream of poker.
Poker ASMR.
Hell yeah.
I think I bring up ASMR like once per stream, and you would think that I'm really into it. I have never listened to ASMR in my life.
No, that's me. It's okay.
So yeah,
Yep.
I deal out, and I'm sure I know how to play this. And
So yeah, you deal out the deck. As you're looking at the cards, you notice that the face cards are all of A.H.O.L.E.
Of course they are.
I picture like in cheekier poses as you get higher.
Yep. Like they're all very ornate, and like the king looks very regal, the queen looks very, self-satisfied, the jack looks very gallant.
So are we playing poker?
So do me a favor and roll some culture checks.
Oh.
I think I got
Okay.
culture.
Oh, I wish it was something charismatic.
24.
Yeah, I've got an 11, so
Yeah, 18.
Perfect. Okay. So
It can't be diplomacy. I have plus 12 in that.
no. With the
Bluff. I could bluff.
with the 24 and the 18, you recognize that the cards don't have the typical suits. It's all just one suit and 52 cards of the same suit.
Okay.
As you kind of
suit the hoopty. She's a little hoopty.
Yeah, actually it is. It's little insignia of the hoopty.
Love it.
As the pips. And what do you say as you make this discovery?
Just says, whenever I play poker, I'm not usually paying attention because it's usually strip poker, but I think there's supposed to be like 4 different things, right?
I think this is all about like A.H.O.L.E, and A.H.O.L.e's body is the ship.
Right. And you hear A.H.O.L.E come over the comms. Right. Yeah, just pull out the kings, the queens, the jacks, and the jokers, and it should go jack, queen, king, jack, queen, king, jack, queen, king, jack, queen, king, joker, joker. Just line them up.
Sure. And done.
Yep, you put them all out on the table, you spread them all out in a fan, and as you do that, some celebratory music plays, but another explosion rocks the ship.
A.H.O.L.E, what are these explosions?
Asteroid float. I mean, just hurry up. And
you are so grounded after this.
A green key appears.
And I don't even waste time with the spell this time. I just grab the key and go and slam it and lock and unlock it and start looking for where the pink key would be, because losing my ship would really upset me a great deal.
Yeah, A.H.O.L.E pops over the loudspeaker. Okay, I think this last one had to do with... like, you see this little camera kind of poke out from the ceiling, and it's like panning around the room looking. Oh, that hand mirror over there. Grab the hand mirror.
That's you, JP.
I'll go do that.
All right, so you pick up the hand mirror, and A.H.O.L.E comes over the speaker. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is... And then A.H.O.L.E cuts in over himself. Danger. We are in imminent danger. Large asteroids hitting the ship. And to punctuate that, you hear a few more explosions and the ship kind of rocking. And then A.H.O.L.e's voice cuts out.
If I look in the mirror, am I who's in there?
You see yourself in the mirror, but as you pick it up, you notice that there are patterns of lights on the wall that you don't see with your naked eye.
Can I try to like move around and see if I can notice a specific pattern, or like a?
Yeah.
Is it just like beams, like a spy movie? I don't know.
It's like little leaves, and if you touch it in the right place, a Pokemon will pop out.
Roll a perception check.
I went horror movie, so
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Oh no.
The patterns don't make any sense to you. Like they just look like they're decorative, but you're not sure.
Is there a place that they seem to be like forming from?
Yeah, you are looking around trying to trace where the lights might be coming from, but with that perception check, it's really hard to determine.
Does anybody else want to take a look at this? There's something weird going on.
Sure.
And I hold the mirror out to
Navu.
Okay. So light patterns. Do I recognize the shape that they're making?
Roll a culture check.
Sure. Because I'm real good at culture. Oh, this time.
A 13
13.
will do. You recognize the patterns as letters from a long dead computer link.
Okay. Oh gosh, I feel like this is a Ouija board situation. What letters are they?
You are looking around and you see the letters L, the letter E, the letter H, the letter O, and the letter A.
Wow. Okay.
All right, A.H.O.L.E, we got
So, and I saw them in that order.
Yep.
So what I'll try and do is, like, try to spell it out in the mirror in order. So, like, stop on the A, turn to where the H was, stop there, the O, etc., etc.
As you're kind of reflecting the letter, the light from the letter, you see the letter appear in the proper direction where you're reflecting it. But you're like, it's appearing, but you're not sure where it should be cast. Looking around the room, you see a wall sensor that maybe looks like you should probably try to cast it there. So
Okay.
roll, let's see here.
I'm sciencey.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking over your character sheet. Go ahead and roll a physical sciences.
Yay, for one. Oh, come
Ooh.
on.
It's still
15.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
The 15's good. It's about reflecting light, and yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to reflect the light onto the wall. And as you do that, celebratory music goes again, and a panel slides down from the wall, and you see the pink key.
All right. Yeah. If Nauvoo is closer than Thrani, they are going to go take the key and unlock the last lock on the door.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
while you were doing all this, Throne was not waiting around to see if the ship would be okay while stuff's going on. And I would like to see if Thrani could use their comm or whatever equipment they have on them to patch into the actual ship computer and tie into the astronav so that they can try doing some remote piloting while they're inside the ship.
As you go into your comm and you try to do this, you see an image of A.H.O.L.E pop up and says, not before you solve the puzzles.
A.H.O.L.E, you are so grounded. So grounded.
And what happens when I put the last key in place?
You put the last key in place and the lock pops off. A handle appears on the door.
Okay. I open the door.
You open the door and the room shifts into a blank hollow suite. And you see the hallway from the hoopty going from the back all the way towards the forward bridge area. And there is a bunch of sparks and sounds of glitches and some steam and plasma releasing into the hallway. You are being rocked by more explosions, and A.H.O.L.E's voice comes over. It is critical. Please, navigate away. Critical.
Come on, Thrani.
Thrani bolts as soon as that door opens, doesn't wait for anything else, and just bolts for their piloting station because this shit means so much to Thrani. It's not acceptable that it's in this much danger.
Going up to the front, you see that that there is a crack in the forward screen, and the view ahead of you is all of these floating asteroids, and you see them kind of whizzing by. The speed that the ship was traveling at prior to you going into the escape pods was actually pretty fast. And I believe, what locale were you headed to? Throw anyone.
Castroville.
Okay, cool. You were heading to Castroville, but it had you going through... oh my gosh, why cannot I remember the asteroid belt name? Right. Anyway, but yeah, you ended up in this asteroid field. And so the ship is being pelted with these asteroids. They're very small, but you see in the view screen much further ahead a very large one.
Okay. I would try to pilot us out of this space.
All right, roll piloting.
Ooh, a 16.
Yeah, with the 16, you're able to kind of right the ship a bit, and you're able to get a clearer path through where you're at. What are Navu and Dr. Joe doing?
Navo's running scans to see if there's a course that they can help, keep an eye on other enclosing.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll another... computers or piloting, I'll let you choose.
I'm going to go with the one where I have a higher...
Oh.
What a time for a nat 1.
Yeah. The natural one, you get to the panel, and you're not able to turn it on. In fact, it's sparking a bit, and you hear a klaxon alarm sounding that there is actual damage to the system. What is Joe doing?
You're so much trouble.
Honestly, what I think Joe would do is panic, but also go look for like actually where the escape pods are, just in case. Like go make sure there's like an escape pod like ready to go if need be. That's probably what Joe would do. Joe is like ready to evacuate at all times.
As far as you know, what you were in was supposed to be where the escape pods were.
Oh, damn. We don't have escape pods? Shit.
Good.
I'm going to go back and look around again and see if I can figure out why the escape pods are gone.
And a door appears with 5 locks.
No. That would be hilarious, though.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, well, where are the escape pods? And I go, wait. I turn back around and I kind of just like lean into the doorway and I'm trying to find the escape pods. I'm like, wait, what? Where'd they go?
You go into the room, and actually the door does close, and A.H.O.L.'s voice comes over and it's like, which program would you like to run, Dr. Joe?
What does that mean?
You're in the Hollow Suite, formerly escape pods.
Why? What? When did we replace the escape pods?
When we weren't spending enough time together.
Worst reality ever.
You took out the thing we needed in case of emergencies.
But now we get to hang out more. Isn't that fun?
Well, if I die, we can't hang out.
That's true.
Can you imagine what will happen if we all die right now? You need to help us. You're our only hope, A.H.O.L.E.
Warning, you're in an asteroid belt. Please take evasive actions.
You're the ship, aren't you? Can't you do anything to save your friends' lives? Imagine if you're the hero of our tales.
I am the hero. I helped you notice that there was an asteroid field.
But can't you do that last heroic gesture and really save our skins? Because we still might die. And we have no escape pods now.
That's fair.
Just imagine it. Your name in lights. A.H.O.L.E, the hero of the...
As you say that, in the Hollow Suite, lights appear, A.H.O.L.E, the hero.
See, look at that! Now prove it. Prove that you're a hero, that those lights believe you are, and that I believe you are.
And we'll shift back to Thrani.
Yeah, they're gonna keep trying to pilot us out of here. Thrani is pissed. Like, Thrani's normally pretty laid back. Right now, they are so mad. A.H.O.L.E, I'm so mad and disappointed in you right now. And
Yeah.
the 27 for piloting.
Woo!
That's
Focus.
awesome. Yep. You're able to set in a course, and you realign the engines to kind of maneuver around any of the remaining asteroids that would impact on the ship. And you are able to get free of the asteroid belt. And the alarms cease. And the ship kind of starts coasting. And everything is a little bit back to what you could consider normal.
I'm going to go and cast Life Bubble on Navu, and when I can see Dr. JP on them again. And it lasts for 1 day per level, so it'll last for 3 days.
Okay.
So I feel like we'll be safe for a while.
I'm
So
still in the
mad.
room, like, trying to hype up A.H.O.L.E.
Mhm.
Thrani,
Yes.
perhaps you can consult your hero deck and change things?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm going to pull it out and see if I can use it to focus into a different reality that does not have A.H.O.L.E being this needy.
Okay. You pull out your hero deck and roll some mysticism.
Thank goodness I took some points in that, so it's a skill I have. 19.
Yeah. So I feel like you sit down and you begin meditating over your hero deck, and this image of a flower again appears around you, and as each of the petals kind of looses itself and expands a bit, you're able to kind of seek out the reality that you came from. And as
I think what I do is when this is happening, I start searching for one where Yi is on the ship. And that helps me narrow down which reality is the real one.
Yeah, so your reality shifts a bit, and the energy kind of flows out from you, and you concentrate on this one petal that you see the GD Hoopty, you're in it, and everyone on the ship is still in it, and you notice that Yi is there as well. And as you shift towards that reality, you recognize that the Hoopty has the original configuration that you remember, and as you're walking through it, A.H.O.L.E is there, and they're a little bit more circumspect.
Awesome. So yeah, I would do that, and then there'd be like this sort of shimmer at the side of everyone's eyes, and then it would slowly, like when a bell rings and it slowly starts coming to a stop. That's kind of what the reality shift feels like in this case.
As you all shift into the reality, you are spatially located at the edge of the asteroid belt. A.H.O.L.E comes over the speaker system and says, "Crew, I need you to know, I would never put your lives in danger. You all are so special to me."
I'm still too mad to say anything, so I'm just like steaming. I'll be in my room, which is, of course, everybody's room, because I just gotta walk away.
All right. Good talk.
So mad. And I know it's not this A.H.O.L.E, but it's the same voice, and it just happened, and I'm still so pissed off. If there were a specific card for that particular universe slice, I would rip it up. I'm so angry.
Awesome. Well, awesome job, y'all, for surviving that reality shift.
Can Joe's final line be, "Where are the escape pods?"
Canned laughter.
Just checking. I enter in from the front door and I go, "Where are the escape pods?" And then the laughter happens. And then
It's like our own John Ritter on the show.
yes.
The Foley you could ask for. Awesome.
Yep. This adventure was derived from one morning we woke up and we were talking about some, interesting side quest missions or things. And I forget what you had said, Kelrick, but I was like, what if they replaced the escape pods with an escape room?
I was
That's
talking
pretty good.
about making it an escape broom.
Oh, escape broom,
So
right.
instead of pods, we had brooms that automatically cast life bubble and could sort of propel themselves. I don't know. It was a weird Harry Potter morning for me. Just
And I actually thought I heard him say escape room, and so that's where my mind went. And thus we had this amazing reality shift.
I liked it. It was fun.
super cute.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us and taking part in this fun little side quest adventure. Let us go in reverse order and tell us what you're doing, Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. You can find me at Mackenzie Wilkes on Twitter, and I technically have a website. That's also MackenzieWilkes.com. I don't know, no one goes there. But yeah, I do this every other Saturday. I also every Wednesday, twitch.tv/godsfall, I do Rise the Demigods. It's pre-filmed, but we stream there on Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday, I'm in a podcast called Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice. The story is ramping up. Crazy stuff is happening, and it hasn't been released, and it's making us all want to die because so now's a good place to jump in if you want some crazy storytelling. It's very gay as well. Nice. It only gets gayer. It's just getting gayer and gayer. And then my personal favorite right now is that I get to play a game with my partner and the love of my life, Dungeon Wives. We're at Dungeon Wives on Twitter. We release every other Monday.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Steph.
Hello. I'm Steph. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. And when I'm not here, every other Wednesday, I am releasing a podcast called Film Fatales. We just released an episode about the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. And our next one is going to be about Tangled.
Ooh.
Yes. I convinced Meg.
Love that movie.
My trade-off is the next one. But yes, we're doing a Disney month after Love month.
Nice.
So
that's fantastic. Nice. Thanks, Steph. And Kelrick.
I'm Kelrick. You can find me on Twitter at Cormelon, and I also monitor the at EQ Points Twitter account. I obviously play here, and then I've been narrating our Cuminera game, which is on alternating Sundays from this live stream. And I haven't been able to do much else recently, but I'm looking at a couple more things I'd like to start rolling out in the near-ish future.
Thank you, sir. And you can find me on Twitter at Punderdrone. When I am not the GM of this amazing, fabulous game, I am on the Cuminera stream / podcast with Kelrick. You can find us there next Sunday. We are also recovering from a side quest episode and learning more about my lovable bunny boy, Lillian. So I got to eat people again. It's amazing whenever I get to eat people. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you all in chat and for sticking around and playing along.
Our newest crew member, Abalek. Feeding us the answers when we can't figure out these puzzles. It's amazing.
Phoning a friend is always allowed. So we will be here not next week, but the following week. And we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.